Hi, I'm Ed. Tonight we're going to make chicken satay with peanut sauce. So we have two phases in our chicken satay with peanut sauce. One is to prepare the chicken, and satay is just, skewers. It's a little like kebabs. So I'm going to cut these chicken breasts, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, lengthwise into pieces about 1/4 of an inch thick, like that. And then we're going to marinate them a little bit in some olive oil, lemon juice, salt, pepper, paprika, and skewer them. And then we will just grill these. And while, in the meantime, we're also going to make our peanut sauce on the stove top. So I'm going to cut some of these up and then show you how to skewer them. Now that our chicken's cut up in our slices here, you can see they're mostly like this, long, kind of against, I did it against the grain, and then when I skewer them, I'm going to skewer them lengthwise like that. So now I'm just going to create like a little in the pan marinade, a couple tablespoons of olive oil, juice of 1 lemon, a big pinch of salt, maybe a teaspoon or more of salt, just cover everything a little bit. I'll grind the pepper when I have the glove off, and some, I like paprika. I mean, this is just something I like to do on chicken. You don't have to do the paprika if you don't want. And we're just going to let this soak for a few minutes, maybe 15 minutes, to let the chicken kind of come up to room temperature. And then we're going to put them on the skewers ready for the grill. Next step, we take our chicken pieces and we start skewering them up. And I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to try to put them on the skewers so that they cook nice and even on the grill. Try to get the skewer kind of through the middle. Put a couple pieces on each one. And we'll just keep doing this until they're all on the skewers ready for the grill. So here's our chicken satay on the skewers now, ready to go. And we are going to put these on the grill now. Because they're so thin, they're going to cook very fast. I put them on high, on direct heat. I just want to get the brown grill marks on it. And after like 3 minutes on each side, I put them to the side on low heat and let them cook through. All right, making our Indonesian peanut sauce is very easy. We're just going to, but it's 3 steps. We're going to lightly saute 3 cloves of garlic in a couple tablespoons of olive oil. And once those are nice and fragrant, we're going to add 2 cups of chicken stock, 3/4 of a cup of creamy peanut butter, the sugary kind, not the natural kind, because the sugars add a nice sweetness to it. And this is the tricky bit. We use red curry paste. It's also called Sambel Olek. But if you can't get that, we just need a little heat, so you can put some cayenne pepper in there. And then the final step, when this is all like melted together, we add some brown sugar and some lemon juice, 1/4 cup, and the juice of 1 lemon. And then we just let it all melt together and boil until the oils all separate. Very simple, but just takes a few minutes. So we're going to put our chicken on the grill, kind of medium-high heat. Direct heat for a couple minutes. We want to get some brown grill marks on there. And then in maybe 3 minutes or so, we're going to flip them over. So after 3 minutes on side 1, we are going to flip them over. Beautiful. We got our little grill marks on there, just what we want. We're going to put them 3 minutes on side 2. And then we will lower the heat a lot and just let them rest for a minute, because these are going to cook very fast, even though it's chicken. Okay, so our second side is done 3 minutes. So now what we're going to do is turn the heat off on half of our grill and put all the pieces of chicken on that half. And just let them cook through for maybe 5 minutes. I'm going to just turn this down. So I have a thermometer on mine, so I'm going to leave it at 350 to 300 to 350 for about 5 minutes and just let it cook all the way through. Step 1 of our peanut sauce is to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a pan and add some garlic, and we're just going to let that become fragrant for maybe 30-60 seconds. We do not want to brown this. Step 2, add our chicken stock, add our peanut butter, 3/4 cup of peanut butter right in there. And our heat, which in our case is Sambel Olek, but you can use some cayenne pepper if that's all you have. We bring this back to a boil, stir it together, and the peanut butter will melt. Now that the peanut butter is completely dissolved in the hot chicken stock, and it didn't even get to a boil yet, I'm just going to add in the brown sugar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and the juice of 1 lemon. And just as it begins to boil, we're going to bring it back to a simmer and let it cook for about 10 minutes. And you'll see the oils from the peanut butter will start to separate out, and that's when you know it's done. But it's fine as long as it heats through and it thickens up a little bit. Now that our sauce, peanut sauce, is up to a boil, we just turn it down to a simmer and let it thicken up for about 10 minutes. So we had our chicken on the grill 3 minutes on high on each side, and then we put it on low, off the heat, direct heat, and let it cook through for about another 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, you can check, but it should be done all the way through. We take it off. Now we're ready to plate this up with our peanut sauce. So here's our peanut sauce now, beautifully smooth and silky. The longer you cook it, the thicker it gets, but I'm just going to let this cool down now, and we're ready to serve it. And I have my brown rice ready, which we've seen in a different episode. Finally, to serve up our chicken sautés with peanut sauce, or pindasaus as they call it in the Netherlands, take a couple pieces of our chicken sauté, chicken skewers, put it on a bed of brown rice or white rice is fine, and then put our peanut sauce on. That's it, chicken sauté with peanut sauce. Enjoy!